In Figure A3-T72-04, what happens immediately after closing the service switch? Oh, let's take a look here. What components do I have? I have a spring-loaded, normally open start button, a spring-loaded, normally closed stop button. I have a holding relay here with its associated normally open contacts, and a light wired parallel to the holding relay. So what do I have? I have a light that turns on if I just depress the start button. Of course, I need power available to the circuit for that to happen, so we need to close the service switch here. So the question asks, what happens immediately after closing the service switch? Well, will the indicator light turn on in option A? No, I don't think so, because you have to press the start button for that to happen. Will the relay and the indicator light turn on? Absolutely not. You still need to press the start button. Will 120 volts be created across the stop push button? Well, that means if I take my meter out like this, a voltmeter, and I read across the stop button, will I read 120 volts here? No, I won't, because my start button is open. So the 120 volts that's on this side of the start button will not be passed to this side, and therefore I won't have 120 volts around the stop button. So that cannot be true. Will there be 120 volts created across the start push button? Well, first of all, if A, B, and C are false, this must be the correct answer. But absolutely this is true. If I take my meter out like this and I read across the start button, because I've allowed voltage to pass right up to here, this is all going to be L1, 120 volts, and all of this is going to be neutral. So technically, I'm reading from L1 to neutral, which should give me 120 volts across my open start switch. And of course, we read voltage across an open switch. The correct answer is D.